Good morning, guys. Today is Saturday. It is January 22nd. Welcome to our yoga class. Let's spend the next hour together focusing on breathing, connecting with movements, and sending away stress from not only our bodies, but also our minds. Make this your very own practice. We're going to start with some relaxation, so make yourself nice and comfortable on your mat. Allow your arms to rest at your sides, palms open face to the sky. Let's close our eyes and begin to breathe deeply in through your nose, expanding your belly back and rib cage on the inhale. And exhaling out through the nose to feel that same area of your body contracting and emptying. While we're breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, let's become aware of our face, relaxing our eyes, relaxing our jaw. Breathe into your neck and feel it soften. Bring your breath and awareness into your arms, and let's start breathing from the top of our shoulders all the way up to those fingertips. Next, let's guide our breath into our legs, and we're going to breathe from our hips to our toes. Allow your breath to enter through the top of your head and make its way down the length of your spine, weaving itself in between each segment as it goes. Next, let's inhale and float the arms towards the sky. Exhale, let them flow behind you. We're going to stretch out through all of our fingers, push out through the heels, and just feel everything getting longer. Feel your body go soft. Inhale, lift the arms back up. And exhale, return to your sides. Once there, we're going to pull the left knee in as tight to the body as we can. Keep pushing out to the heel of your right foot, and then point and flex your left foot. Slowly roll the ankle around, leading with your big toe. And then let's reverse. And allow your foot to rest. Switch out the legs, hugging that knee in nice and close, extending the other leg out onto the mat, pushing out to the heel of that left foot, and then point and flex your right foot. Let the ankle roll around, and then let's reverse. Allow your foot to rest. And then bring both knees in at the same time, giving yourself a nice tight hug. While there, add a few rocks from side to side and feel that easy massage on either side of your spine. Come back to neutral and slowly circle both knees around, really pressing down through that lower back. And then we'll go the other way. And then just let your knees stay tucked in close to the body. Now let's flex our feet and spread your toes as wide apart as you can. Scrunch them up really tight. Spread them out wide. Scrunch them up tight. Spread them wide. Scrunch them tight. And then just let your feet relax. Next, I want you to tighten the belly, press down through the back of your rib cage, and bring your shoulders, neck, and head off the floor so your nose is aimed at your knee. Roll back down and relax. Try again. Start by tightening the belly, then press down through the back of the ribs, round up nose to knees. And we're back down. Once more, round the spine, coming up nose to knees. Now I'm going to stay there, and on the next exhale, let's roll the body up. Once we've made it up, let's start with our knees bent, our feet on the floor, our shoulders down, and our back nice and straight. And then I want you to scoop the belly in, draw your chin towards your chest, kind of hang back into those arms. And then as we inhale, we're going to lift up, open the heart, tip your head back, open your throat. Exhale, scoop the belly in, round and hang back. Inhale, lift, opening the heart and the throat. Once again, exhale, scoop and round. And then inhale, lift and open. Bring yourself back to neutral. And then let's go ahead and cross our legs Taylor style. Feel those sit bones on the mat. Let your palms open face to the sky. Feel your shoulders fall away from your ears. Let your chin drop to your chest and just breathe into the back of your neck. Tip your ear to the left. Drop the chin down and tip to the right. Drop the chin into your left. Drop the chin and tip right. Drop the chin and tip left. And let's hang out there as we place our left hand just above the tip of our right ear. And then push your right palm into the mat. Extend towards the sky, gazing up at that hand. And stay long in the waist as we side bend to the right. And then come back up. Let's side bend to the right and lift back up. Once again, side bend right, sweep forward, reach out, come all the way up, side bend, and then up, and let that arm float all the way down. Once it's down, do some small shoulder rolls from back to front. And then let your hands return to your knees with your palms facing up. Chin again to chest. This time it's right ear towards right shoulder. Right hand pressing just above the tip of the left ear. And then we push our left palm into the mat. Let's extend that right arm, reaching up, gazing up. Side bend over to the left. Inhale back up. Exhale off to your left. And inhale, lift. Exhale again to the left. Sweep forward, reach out. Come back up, side bend. And lift, letting that arm float down. Once it's down, again, we're going to just sort of start with small shoulder rolls from back to front. And then let your hands return to your knees. While we're here, let's place our palms together. And then let your fingers lace. And we'll push our palms away from our body. And really breathe across the upper back and the back of your shoulders. Continue to press your palms, but let's push forward without lifting that tailbone from the mat. And then as we inhale, press towards the sky, keeping our shoulders relaxed and away from the ears. Stay long in the waist and let's rotate, rotate, rotate to the right. Let the arms open wide and float down to the mat. Inhale the arms back up, rotate back to center, and then continue to rotate left and let the arms float down. Now let's bring the left arm up from behind and let it return to the front. And then we can let our hands come back onto those knees, palms to the sky. Let's take one more inhale as we are. And then as we exhale, we're going to soften slightly and make our transition to hands and knees. So once we've made it there, hips are over knees, shoulders over wrists, fingers wide spread, hands turned in slightly. And then imagine that if you brought your hands together, you can see a little triangle shape that's formed with your thumbs and index fingers. Meanwhile, we're going to keep the navel tight to the spine, feel a stretch from the tailbone out through the top of your head. Sink your navel as you lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart for that cow. Exhale, deep scoop in with the belly, round the spine for cat. Inhale, lengthen, open cow. Exhale, round and scoop for cat. Inhale again for cow. And exhale, round out cat. Let's make our way back to neutral. Extend through the heel of your right foot, pushing that leg straight and reaching the left arm forward. Turn your left palm to the sky and really stretch away from the center of your body. Exhale back down and we'll switch. Send the left heel out, pushing through that straight leg, reaching the right arm forward, palm to the sky, lengthening away from the center of our bodies. Exhale back down, let's switch again, extend and reach. And lower down we switch, once more reaching out. And then we're back down. From here, I want you to just tuck your toes under and push out through the heels of your feet. Let the feet relax so the tops of your feet remain on the mat. And then try that again. Just tuck the toes under and push out through your feet. And let your feet relax. Now let's separate the knees a little wider. Bring your big toes a little closer and start pulling your tailbone back towards your heels. Allow your chest to drop through your knees, forehead on the mat. And then turn your palms towards the sky. Palms come back down, so we end up with those foundational hands. And then let's tuck our toes under, and this time we're going to push that tailbone right up towards the sky. Allow your head to drop through your arms. Feel your ribs pulling closer and closer to your thighs. Let's nod our head yes. Shake our head no. And then just let it hang out. Walk your dog a few times. Let's lift and lower each heel individually. Raise up both heels at the same time and press them back down. Again, raising both heels and press them down. Inhale into a nice sturdy plank. So when you're in plank, belly button is nice and firm. We've got a straight line from the heels to the top of our head. And you want to feel like you're pushing away from the floor, not sinking down. Let's exhale back up into downward facing dog. Inhale again into plank. Exhale, down dog. And inhale into plank. Once more, exhale into down dog. And then inhale into plank. Modify to your knees and the tops of your feet. There's our modified plank. And then slowly start to lower, opening the elbows on the way down. Chest is down first, then the hips touch down. Elbows tuck in, press to the tops of your feet and your hip bones. Lengthen your spine and lift your heart into cobra. Exhale, wide elbows come down. Inhale, elbows tuck in, lengthen, rise, cobra. Once more, elbows wide coming down. Tuck the elbows in, inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Now let's push all the way back into that extended child's pose once again. Turning your palms to the sky and really reaching to both ends of the mat. Foundational hands, toes tuck under. We're back up into downward facing dog. Again, we walk the dog, really work at stretching those feet. And then press both heels down. Inhale, transition into plank. Modify if you'd like. Exhale, going down, elbows open. Chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, rise cobra. Exhale, back up, downward facing dog. Inhale to your plank. Exhale as you're lowering. Inhale, lengthen and rise. And exhale, tuck toes, down dog. Try once more. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. From there, let's ease back down onto all fours. Re-extend the right leg behind you. Add the left arm forward, palm to the sky. And then let the left arm open wide to the side. Bring it back to the front and then set that hand down. Now just step the right foot forward and let's place it between our hands. Once it's in place, we want to be sure that our knee remains over our ankle as we start lifting up our body. Stretch the arms to the sky, crescent moon. Now open the arms wide, stay long in the waist, and start to rotate to your left. And then just look over your right hand. Let's bring our right hand to the mat and extend that left hand towards the sky. Exhale the left hand back down. Let your hands straddle your foot. Tuck your left toes under. Lift the left knee. And that brings us into runner's lunge. Step the right foot back. Return to your plank. Press back up into down dog. Ease back down onto all fours. Push through the heel of your left foot this time, adding the right arm forward, palm to the sky. Open the arm wide to the side. Bring it back to the front and place the hand down. Now let's step the left foot forward, placing it between our hands, stationing our knee over our ankle. We start to lift up our body. Reach high to the sky. Open the arms wide. Start rotating to the right and just look over your left palm. Allow that left hand to come to the mat, extending right arm to the sky. Breathe. Exhale, hands return to the mat. Tuck the right toes under, lift up that right knee, and we're back in our lunge. Now let's send the right foot forward. Let your toes come close, but keep your heels apart, and then roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Let's inhale again to the sky, and exhale to the heart. Inhale, we touch the sky. Exhale, we fold the body in half. Inhale, we look out, and exhale, we go deeper. Inhale, rolling all the way up, reaching high to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold the body forward. Inhale, look out, and exhale, sink deeper. Step back, right foot, left foot into plank. Exhale, lowering your body. Inhale, rising into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank, and exhale again, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes are in, heels are out, up we roll. Reach high, touch the sky, and exhale into the heart. Inhale again, extend, exhale, fold the body forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Lift the right foot slightly. Press back into three-legged dog. Stepping the right foot forward, step the left foot forward, toes in, heels out, inhale, roll up, reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again, extend, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out, exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. Lift the left foot not too high and then press back into three-legged dog. Send the left foot forward, right foot forward, toes in, heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to your heart. Now let your arms extend long at your sides. And there's our standing mountain pose. Breathe. So hopefully you feel a little bit warmed up. You're going to inhale again to the sky. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Let's step back with the right foot into our runner's lunge. And we're just going to hang out there. So make sure that your knee is over your ankle. And we want to press down to the second, third, and fourth toe knuckles. And then while we're here, try extending that left arm alongside your ear. And then your right arm alongside your ear. And still remaining in your lunge, see if we can lift upper body, bringing us into crescent lunge. Let the arms open wide. Stay long in the waist, and let's hinge forward, bringing us into airplane lunge. From there, we're ready to return our hands to the mat. Push down with that right heel, turning your right toes out. Align your left heel with the back of your right heel. And then when you're ready, let's lift back up. And that's going to bring us into Warrior One. So remember, in Warrior One, we want to think about keeping those hip bones forward, centering our body weight, relaxing our shoulders, breathing into all that nice space. Let the arms come forward. And then start to pull the left leg straight. Now start to open that right arm as you rotate your upper body. And we're going to end up facing the wide edge of our mat. Toes are in, heels are out, feet a little wider than those hips. And there's five-pointed star. Keep it nice and active. So you want to feel your fingers reaching across the room. You want to feel the top of your head being pulled towards the sky. Let's inhale the arms up towards the sky. As we exhale, let the arms open all the way down and hook together behind your back. Once you've done that, you're going to pull down with those hands. Draw the shoulder blades a little bit open or together so you can open your heart and you can open your throat. And then as we inhale, neutralize your spine. Exhale, let's start hinging forward. Lead with your ribs, folding down as far as you can. And then once you're all the way down, let your arms reach even higher. And then let go of your hands, and your arms are just going to trickle right down to the mat. And I want you to just hang out like a rag doll. Now let's push down into the palms so the arms get straighter. And I want you to lift your heels so you end up on that big toe knuckle. Really lifting, lifting, lifting the heels. Press the heels down. And then let's lift the front of our foot so we're back on our heels. Press your feet flat. We'll try again, raising the heels. Pressing back down and lifting that front foot so we're on the heels. And then while we're doing that, try to spread your toes out super wide and then let your feet imprint into the mat. So feel all 5 of your toes on both feet pressed into the mat. Pressing down through the palms. Let's slide the left hand over so it's centered in front of us and then push on it with your right hand. Inhale, right arm to the side. Exhale, let's revolve at the waist. And that's going to bring us into our twisting straddle. Exhale the hand back down. And then from there, let's walk ourselves around so we end up in runner's lunge, facing the back end of our mat. Once we've made it to that place, I want you to push that left heel down and then start to straighten the right leg. And as you're straightening the right leg, lift up your right toes. Inhale, look out, and then exhale, see if you can melt your upper body into that right thigh. And then start to sink the toes back down if you can. And feel yourself go a little bit deeper into that stretch. Now we're going to re-bend that right knee. Return to the ball of your left foot. And then I want you to push the right leg straight and extend the left leg behind you, hip level. So we're in a tripod balance. Our hands are forming a tripod with our right foot. We can remain like that, or we can align our right thumb with our right pinky toe. Roll the left hip open, add the left arm to the sky, and that becomes half moon balance. As we exhale, let's go ahead and bring that left hand down. And then I want you to step your left foot in. Let your big toes remain close. Let your heels remain apart. Cradle your elbows in the palms of your hands. And just allow your upper body to melt against your thighs. Let your fingers release to the mat, and then let's inhale, roll ourselves up. Once we've made it up to standing, let's step back with our left foot, and then just turn to face the wide edge of your mat, and we end up back in five-pointed star. From there, let's rotate our palms to face forward and let our hands meet together. Once there, lace your fingers, and then let your index fingers press together. And feel those shoulder blades separating even more. And then bend the elbows so the forearms and the elbows can meet. We're going to keep those elbows lifted about shoulder level. Inhale, start extending towards the sky until your arms frame your head and they stay a little bit in front of your ears. Stretching taller and longer, that side stretch to the left. And then inhale back to neutral. And exhale, the arms go wide. We're back in our star. Now we're ready to turn our left toes to the front end of our mat. Align our left heel with our right arch, and then bend your left knee. Look out past that left hand. And there's warrior two. Check in on your body. Make sure that you're centering your body weight. You're not feeling pressure in your front knee. Let's reach a little farther with that left hand. Lift it up, lower the right, and turn your left palm to the sky, giving you reverse warrior. Breathe all the way up the left side of your ribs. And then let's pull the left leg straight. And that brings us into reverse triangle. From there, we bring the arms back to our starting position, and we're ready to begin our triangle. So imagine that you're being pressed between two panes of glass. While you're being pressed, you're going to pull that right hip to the right and start reaching that left arm away from your right hip. Once we can't go any farther in either direction, send the left hand down and extend the right arm to the sky. Make sure you're not feeling any tension in your shoulders or your neck. Let's take one more inhale. On the exhale, begin to bend the left knee. You can either rest your forearm on your thigh, or you could reach that hand to the mat. As we exhale again, begin to revolve the upper body. Return your hand to the mat, lift to the ball of your right foot, and there we are in runner's lunge. Step back with your left foot, hold on to your plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale again into plank. Lift up that right foot, press back into three-legged dog. Step the right foot through your hands, bringing you back into lunge, and then step the left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Start to bend your knees like you're about to sit down in a tiny chair, and while you're doing that, pull your knees closer and closer together. Lift your ribs away from your thighs, add your arms alongside your ears, continuing to lift those ribs. And then inhale, reach high to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart. Let's bring ourselves back into standing mountain pose. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Step back with your left foot into that runner's lunge. So remember, we're keeping the body weight centered, feeling a nice long stretch from that lifted heel to the top of our head. And then let's add the right arm alongside our ear, left arm alongside the ear, and then see if you can lift your upper body into crescent lunge. Let the arms open wide, stay long in the waist, and bring your ribs back down onto that front thigh for our airplane lunge. Exhale, return your hands to the mat. Push your left heel down, turn those left toes out. Align your right heel with the back of your left heel, and then lift upper body again, this time entering warrior one. From there, let's start pulling the front leg straight. Let the arms lower in front. And then start to open that left arm as you open your hips. And we end up facing the other side of our mat, toes in, heels out, 5-pointed star. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale again, just the arms open. They hook together behind us. While that's happening, we're pulling down with those hooked hands, lifting and opening the heart, opening our throat. Inhale, our spine back to neutral. Exhale, begin to hinge forward, folding down, going as far as we can, letting the head drop, and lifting those arms a little bit higher. And then as we exhale, let's release the hands and the arms just flow down. And just let your body be that rag doll. From here, let's try to bend the knees and imagine that we're trying to pull our tailbone down to the mat. And then go ahead and push your legs straighter. And try that again, bending your knees, letting that tailbone drop. And then again, we'll push the legs straighter. And then press down into the palms so the arms get straighter. Now we're ready to inch our right hand over so it's centered beneath us. Push on it with your left hand. And then inhale, left arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at your waist. And there's our twisting straddle. Let's exhale that hand back down. And then from there, we're going to walk ourselves around into runner's lunge, facing the back end of our mat. Once we've attained our lunge, go ahead and push that heel down. We want to align our left heel with our right heel and then start to pull that left leg straighter and straighter without locking, lifting our toes, and then inhaling, exhaling, melting deeper down into that thigh. And then see if while you're there, you can sink your toes all the way back into the mat. Got one more inhale. On the next exhale, let's start lifting onto the ball of our back foot, bending that front knee, bringing us back into runner's lunge. And then we're going to start to push our weight forward onto that front foot as we straighten the leg, and then extend the right leg behind us, hip level. So now our hands are forming a tripod with that left foot. We can remain like that or align your left thumb with your left pinky toe. Start to roll the hip open, add that arm reaching to the sky. Half moon balance. Let's exhale the hand down if it's lifted. And then go ahead and step that foot in, toes in, heels out. Inhale, let's roll the body up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Step back with your right foot, and then once again, let's turn to face the wide edge of our mat. Toes in, heels out, arms extend wide. We're back in our 5-pointed star. Rotate your palms to face forward. Again, the hands come together. Lace all of your fingers and then press your index fingers together. Bend the elbows so the forearms and the elbows meet. And then start extending arms towards the sky, allowing them to frame your head, getting longer and taller out of your waist. And then go ahead and side stretch to your right. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, reopen the arms, returning us to star. From there, we're going to turn those right toes to face the front end of our mat, align our right heel with our left arch, and then when you're ready, bend the right knee. Entering Warrior Two. We've got our body weight centered. Breathe. Good, now start reaching a little farther forward with that right arm lifted up. Lower your left and turn your right palm to the sky. Reverse warrior. Now let's pull the right leg straighter and straighter. Keep pressing out through that right palm. And then bring ourselves back to that starting position. Imagine that we're being pressed between those two panes of glass. Our left hip begins to pull left. Our right arm is reaching far, far away from that left hip. Once we can't go any farther, we can lower that right hand and lift the left. We're going to feel like we're being pulled towards the sky, not feeling any tension or stress in the neck or the shoulders. Take one more inhale. On the next exhale, start bending the right knee. Right hand could reach to the mat or right forearm could rest on your thigh. Left hand is still extending high towards the sky. On the exhale, begin to revolve upper body. Hands return to the mat. We're on the ball of our left foot into our lunge, and then our right foot comes back. There's our plank. Exhale as we lower down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. Lift the left foot not too high, but then press back into three-legged dog. Step the left foot between your hands, right foot forward as well. Toes are in, heels are out. Start to bend your knees, and as you're doing that, bring them closer and closer together. And then lift your ribs from your thighs. Add your arms alongside your ears. There's our chair pose. And then we're going to inhale and rise from our chair. Exhale, let your hands return to your heart. And then let's come back into standing mountain pose. From there, let's inhale, reaching the arms to the sky. And begin to shift your weight into your left foot. I want you to take your right toes behind you so they're lightly resting on the mat. When you feel ready, begin to hinge forward, moving into Warrior Three. And then as we exhale, you can return your hands to the mat. Bring the foot back down. Let your ribs press against your thighs. Cradle your elbows in the palms of your hands. And just let go. Let's release our fingers back to the mat. And then from there, slowly roll up. Once again, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. And we're back into mountain pose. So now we're ready to try it on the other side. Begin to shift your weight into your right foot. Inhale the arms all the way up. And then send your left toes behind you. They start by resting lightly on the mat. And then when you feel ready, begin to hinge forward. Moving into Warrior Three. Exhale, hands to the mat. Go ahead and step the left foot in. Let your ribs rest on your thighs. Cradle your elbows. And again, just let go. Let's return our hands to the mat. Step back with your right foot. Step back with your left foot. And there's our good, powerful plank. Next, we're going to transfer our weight into the right side of our body so that we can open side plank, reaching the left arm to the sky. Modify to the side of your right knee if you'd like to. Let's come back around into that full plank. You can remain there or you can insert a push-up. And then we'll do the same thing, shifting our weight to the left. Opening for side plank. Exhale back around into our plank, holding there or inserting that push-up. And then let's all press back into downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk your dog a few more times. Good, and then let your heels sink deeper down. And then I want you to just bend your elbows so you end up on your forearms. All right, and feel like you're pushing away from the mat, so no sinking down. This will be our preparation for dolphin pose. Try extending one leg towards the sky. Bring that foot down and go ahead and switch. And then bring that foot down. Proceed to walk your feet back, and that brings us into forearm plank. And again, we've got that belly button nice and tight. That's what's giving us power and support to push us away from the mat. Now let's ease to the knees and the tops of our feet and melt your whole body onto the mat. Let your forehead rest on the back of your hands. And then let's extend the arms straight out in front. I want you to stretch a little bit farther with your left arm and your right leg, and then try lifting up. Let's lower that down, and we'll switch. So now it's right arm and left leg. First it lengthens, and then we lift. And lower down. And now try it together, arms and legs. Reaching, 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 and then rising. Let the arms go wide. And then I want you to place your hands so they're under your shoulders. Let your feet melt back into the mat. Tuck your elbows closer and then press yourself up into that cobra. And then all the way up and back into extended child's pose. Taking the left arm, let's thread it through the right armpit. Let your shoulder rest on the mat. Bring that back out and we'll switch. And then we'll bring it back out and stretch just a little bit farther. Good, then slide your hands closer to your shoulders and we'll lift upper body away from the mat and then come around and have a seat. So let's start with our butterfly. We're going to get the soles of our feet to press together, and then we want to inch them a little bit closer to our body, keeping that back really straight. And just breathe into your inner thighs and your outer hips. And then as we exhale, we can soften a bit. Let's stretch the left leg out straight and go ahead and place your right ankle on your left thigh. So your legs look like an upside down number 4. And then use that right hand to push gently on the inner thigh. Breathing into that hip. And then let's see if we can lift that leg. And we've got a couple choices. We can thread the arms through so they're kind of supporting that lower leg and then drawing in closer to the body that way, or we could place the bottom of our foot into the crease of our elbow of the opposite arm and hug in that way. Now let's take one more inhale like that. On the exhale, as we go to release the leg, I want you to just step your foot across the straight leg, and then we're going to bend the straight leg, pulling our heel towards our body. And then take that upper right arm and press it against the inner right thigh. Walk your hand a little farther behind you. Inhale, taller and straighter. Exhale, rotate to look over that shoulder. Inhale that right arm to the sky. Exhale, let the arm float down. And then let's go ahead and stretch both legs out straight. Push out through the heels of your feet. Let your hands rest on either side of your hips. And then we're going to walk our hands forward, pushing back with the tailbone. Think about melting your belly button, then your chest, and your head would be the last to go. Good, and then slowly come all the way up. And let's take our left ankle and place it on our right thigh this time. So again, we're looking at that number 4 upside down. And we're going to use the left hand to push on that inner left thigh so we can feel some resistance in that hip. And then from there, let's Let's lift that leg. We've got our choices of threading the arms through that lower leg or placing the bottom of our foot in the crease of the opposite elbow. And we're hugging the leg close to the body, working at keeping our ankles straight. And then as we exhale, foot step in the straight leg. Let's place the upper left arm inside that left leg. Walk your right hand a little farther back. Keep it close to the tailbone. And then inhale, we're taller and straighter. Exhale, we're going to rotate to look over that right shoulder. And then let's inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, let the arm float down. And then go ahead and stretch both legs out straight. So now we've got hands on either side of your hips. I want you to walk your hands back a little bit so you've got your fingertips pointing at your buttocks. You're going to pull that belly button in nice and tight and start to pull your hips away from the mat. Pressing your hips up, that brings us into reverse plank. And as we exhale, begin to sink the hips back down. Once they've made it down, the hands start walking forward. Once again, we push through the tailbone. Think about pulling the ribs, and then the chest and the head is last. And then let's inhale back up. And then once we've made it up, we're going to bend those knees. Go ahead and place your hands behind your thighs. Keep the shoulders released and away from your ears. And then as you're tightening the belly, lift your feet. So we end up in a nice little balance here on that tailbone. We've got the back straight. And then we're going to start lifting our feet. And we're only going to go wherever our body allows us to go without rounding the back. Once you found your balance, see if you can add your arms extending to the sky. And then begin to slowly open like someone's ironing you from the middle of your body all the way out. Push out through your heels and stretch out through your fingertips. And then feel your whole body go soft. Pull the left knee back into your chest. Start by giving it a really close hug. And then let's reach that heel towards the sky. Walk your hands up as close to your ankle as you can get. And imagine that you're trying to pull your toes over your head without lifting that right hip or leg. And then from there, let's release and lead with heel pulling all the way down. And then switch legs, pulling the other knee in nice and close. And then extending it towards the sky. Walking your hands up as close as you can, pulling those toes overhead. And then from there, let's release and stretch it long all the way back into the mat. Once it's made it down, let's bend both knees, keep the feet on the mat. Separate them about hips distance, toes are in, heels out, arms long at your sides. Start to peel yourself off the mat into shoulder bridge. And make sure that your feet are far enough away from your shoulders that you're not feeling tension in your knees or your quads, but rather lots of work in your hamstrings and your gluteals. And as we exhale, slowly begin to melt back down. And then once we've made it all the way back down, cross your right leg over the left, like you're just sitting with those legs crossed. Stretch your arms out wide, and let's drop both of our knees to the left. Let them go as far as they can without lifting right shoulder, and then you can just gaze to the right. And then let's bring the knees back to neutral. Lift your feet off the floor. See if you can grab hold of your ankles. Tighten the belly and bring your nose up towards your knees. And then roll the spine back onto the mat. Go ahead and set the left foot down. We'll uncross the right leg. And then we'll change, cross left over right. Wide open arms, both of our knees start to drop to the right. Taking them as far as we can without lifting that left shoulder, and gazing left. And then let's bring ourselves back to that neutral place. Pull the knees in towards the chest. See if you can grab hold of your ankles. And then scoop that belly in and round up, nose towards your knees. And then let's roll ourselves back down. You can set the right foot down and then set the left foot down. And then start to open the knees wide with the soles of your feet resting together. You let your arms rest at your sides, palms to the sky. And then when you feel ready, you can simply extend one leg and then the other leg. And adjust your body on your mat so that you feel like you can completely let go. Not feeling any areas staying tight or uncomfortable. And I want you to close your eyes. And just let your body dissolve into the mat. Let's guide our breath around the body. Let's visualize our most favorite color. And every time you breathe in and breathe out, you see that color. And then I want you to guide your breath around the body, seeing that color enter all the spaces. Intensifying in those areas that feel tense or tight, maybe on a consistent basis. Build the world you dream of in your heart and in your mind. Leave things a little better from the challenge you find. Stretch yourself in directions you wouldn't always go, and you will find new purpose in ways that you can grow. These are the seeds I've planted and sometimes seen come true, not only in my own life, but others too. Just as one dream is ending, another one can begin, fueled by love and memories and strength you have within. Let us set aside all of our anxious thoughts and make a choice to live today with courage, with hope, and spread those random acts of kindness all over the place. Remember that my soul honors your soul. I honor that place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you, because it's also within me. In sharing these things, we are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste. All right, you guys, so I hope you feel a little bit more centered, a little bit more relaxed, and ready to face the day. I thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a great day. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you guys soon.